you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Tennessee Titans versus Deshaun Watson and the Indianapolis Colts.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Burrow's throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 18 carries, 84 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. They're oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Galladay still down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. The hat trick +1. 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Watson on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more. And
last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Being chased out left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On 2nd and 9, Watson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Watson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Etienne. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, right back to Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 64 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Here we go.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So we come. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. With a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Colts to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Etienne once more. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Etienne, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Watson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Another tote for Etienne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, Watson. This is the tight end fan. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Campbell making the catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. From midfield now, Burrow. He completes it to Tate. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Etienne. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Going for it, here's Etienne. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That ball caught by Campbell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well?
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. There he goes, right side. 30. 10.
I need to get my swag
and he will
right
bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do. There, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. ETN with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Etienne. Oh, able to avoid him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.